I did fine art A-level. Most of my digital portfolio and graphic design I did in my gap year by myself. Here I wanted to make a magazine cover for East London showing the different social diversities but also showing East London as a whole. Here I took some pictures on a film camera of East London, Walthamstow and also Canary Wharf. I think they show the contrast of lifestyle in the two different diverse areas. With my mood board, I tried to show the regeneration of the parts of East London in a collage. I focused mainly on architecture, showing contrast between the affluent and less affluent areas, the diversity between the imposing steel glass skyscrapers and the traditional brick housing and estates really showed a clash, and I found it very interesting. Moving further, I found this artist and I loved his style because it's just so unique. I like the use of layering and colours to make the image pop. I found it influential and I'd like to include some layering and some shapes in my work moving forward. I think that using different colours can create a wholeness to your image. With my pencil sketch page, I wanted to experiment with making my images more abstract. I tried distancing the buildings to make them look different, and I also tried introducing shapes and different perspectives when experimenting with my ideas. I then moved on to combining my imagery and typography together to describe London and East London. Here I decided to do the letter L for London using tower buildings, and I also introduced circular shapes like the artist I mentioned earlier. Here I decided to do tall tower blocks and write East. I think it's quite unique because of the type of font I used. I decided to write East in the middle and then use reflection of tall skyscrapers and estate houses at the bottom, but the shapes unify it. And here I decided to use the negative space of the sky to write the word East for East London. Here I just tried out layering but also with colour. I liked using layering to create more of a collaboration between different sides of social classes. I introduced the droplet shapes and more free shapes to create a unique feel to my image. And here I also just experimented with layering buildings. Here I used some of my London photography to try out layering shapes. I liked using the circular shapes a lot throughout because it represents a sense of unity and completion, and I think this helps portray my message that the two different social diversities unified still makes East London. I decided to specifically go for the colour purple because it can show different things. It's often known as wealthiness, but I think that it works well to show nostalgia, and this is my final idea.